All right, boys, welcome to the very first, shall we call it semi-annual, shall we call it weekly? We don't know yet. See how much you like it, then we will know. TFL Fantasy Truck League 2018. Now, the reason we're calling this a Fantasy Truck League is because, well, a lot of it is based on fantasy. We're talking about the most off-road worthy mid-sized trucks that are coming to the market, and each of us is going to pick a truck, and then we're going to give you all the statistics that we know about the truck. We're going to guess at some because they're not all out, and we are going to score them to see which person and which truck wins the TFL Fantasy Truck League 2018 mid-size edition off-road worthy. So these are the most off-road worthy trucks that you can buy, and like I said, some of them aren't out yet. Our contestants, gentlemen, are the Ranger Raptor, which was just introduced, hopefully coming to America, maybe not. The Tacoma TRD Pro, now with a fresh desert air intake.
Ooh, snorkel, not a snorkel.
It's not a snorkel, don't call it a snorkel. The Colorado ZR2. By the way, we know, of course, all of the stats on that one.
And we've driven it.
And we've driven it. We know all the stats on the Tacoma. And coming to a dealership near you very soon, probably in about a year and a half, the Jeep JT. Will it be called the Scrambler?
We don't know.
We don't know, supposedly.
We're calling it a JT. That's the internal designation. It means Jeep truck. All right, we all have to have a pick, just as they do in real fantasy leagues. So how are we picking our trucks, boys?
Well, give us each a number.
Okay, I'm number 1.
2.
I guess I'm 3.
Quattro.
You're number 4.
I will use the magic of technology to pick some random numbers.
Ooh,
right.
Who's that lady?
Pick a random number between 1 and 4.
Might be his mom. Never mind.
It's not my mom.
No.
All right.
Oh. Oh.
I like the sound.
2.
Oh, I picked first.
You pick first.
Whoa.
What a surprise!
Okay, I will take the Colorado ZR2.
What?
I'm feeling lucky, boys.
Okay.
Feeling lucky with this one.
So this one's Mike.
Yep,
Okay,
that's me.
let's do another pick.
Okay.
1 and 3? Oh, no.
Pick a random number between 1 and 4 again.
Okay.
Oh, what a great noise.
2.
All right, that's you again. Let's try again.
Pick a different random number between 1 and 4.
Coming right up.
Let's see if that works.
2.
Throw the phone away!
Try one more time.
Pick a random number between 1 and 4.
If it says 2, we're stopping.
4.
Hey, Andre.
Me?
Yeah.
I really want the Ranger Raptor.
You want the Ranger Raptor?
Yeah,
All right.
I like what I'm seeing.
Andre's going for the Ranger Raptor. Okay, Mike, now,
Okay.
Nathan, I'm 1, you're 2. Pick
Yeah,
a
here we
number
go.
between 1 and 2.
Pick a random number between 1 and 2.
Okay.
It says 3. I'm gonna.
2.
2.
Nathan?
Nathan, you pick.
Your choice.
You got the Tacoma TRD Pro or the Jeep JT.
Yeah, I'll take the Tacoma.
All right, so that's Nathan.
Okay.
That leaves me with the one we know probably the least amount.
That's why I didn't pick it. Yeah. We're assuming so many things.
Yeah, you know.
And bear in mind, guys, that when it says TBA, that means that we had to guess at the numbers, but we're using some logic
They're
behind these
educated guesses.
They're fairly educated
Yeah.
guesses.
Very
Now
educated.
you guys know how fantasy leagues work, right?
Right.
Well, this is kind of a variation of that, and the reason it's fantasy is because, like you said, we're taking guesses at it, but we're going to assign winners and losers based on all these different criteria. So the criteria are horsepower and torque,
Yep.
transmission, payload, towing capacity, suspension, the 4x4, does it have locker, sway bar, etc., tires, ground clearance, approach, departure, breakover angles, price, and fuel economy. So the truck with, let's start with the horsepower, make it simple, right? The
Yeah.
truck with the highest horsepower gets 4 points.
Yep.
The next gets 3, 2, 1. Then we add up all those numbers and see which truck is the winner.
So let's explain how we pick the engines, though.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's explain that first. So in the Ranger Raptor, the only engine that we know that's going to be there is the 2-liter bi-turbo diesel. So those are the specs for the diesel. The Tacoma TRD Pro only comes with 1 engine.
Easy.
Right.
Easy peasy. ZR2 comes with 2 engines, right? The V6 gas and
The
a
2.8
4-cylinder
liter. Yep.
diesel.
Yeah.
So we're going to pick the diesel because it's going to compete directly with that Ranger Raptor.
Okay, how about the
And
Jeep?
finally, the only engine confirmed, and this is from the Jeep Scrambler forums.com.
Yeah.
Okay, these are the guys who have the forum of enthusiasts, and they have a lot of information, and they've confirmed that 3-liter diesel V6 for the JT based on the dealership documents.
Yep.
Yeah.
So those are the numbers we'll pick.
So with this, basically, we're assuming that this is going to have very similar specs to the Wrangler,
Right.
because none of this has been announced yet. So we're basically taking the numbers from the Wrangler and giving it to the JT.
And
Yes.
not just the Wrangler Rubicon.
Rubicon.
Right. And I think that's fair.
Yeah.
And here, of course, with the Ranger Raptor, these are numbers that have been announced for the worldwide Ranger Raptor. We may get a different engine, but we don't know what that is. So, you know, the regular Ranger gets a 2.3-liter EcoBoost. The worldwide, in other words, not ours, gets the twin turbo. That's the one we
Diesel,
got numbers
yeah.
for.
Yeah.
We may get a 2.7, but we don't know. So let's go with what we do know.
Yeah.
Okay,
Fair enough. All right. So
So horsepower.
So horsepower.
Nathan wins.
Toyota wins,
Yeah.
but JT comes in second, so 3 points.
Yes.
Finally, let's see,
So
Raptor.
260. Andre, you should say how many horsepower. So the Raptor is 210.
So
Third place.
Third place, and the Colorado
186.
186.
That's
All right.
start. That's start for the Colorado.
Okay, let's do torque.
All right, I'm going to give you the numbers. You assign the points.
Okay.
All right, let's start with the biggest number, and that is the Jeep. 442.
Okay, 4 points.
4 points. Next is the
Colorado.
Colorado.
No, Colorado. But look at this. Was 368.8 for the Ranger Raptor. 369.
Do you know why that is?
Why?
The 368.8 is a conversion from Newton meters.
Oh.
Aha.
But it's 0.2.
Nudie meters? Nudie meters?
Newton
Big
meters.
Newton meter.
So Colorado gets
3 points, baby.
3 points.
Three.
On the board.
All right.
Here we go.
Two.
And
I'm sorry, Nathan.
Shut up and just put it up there.
one. How are we doing transmissions?
Well,
What
the
is-
most speed's
what
the
is
better.
Is that?
I think it's fair. You know, the
Most-
automakers
more-
are saying the more is better.
Okay. Okay.
Right. So I think we've got a.
We'll trust the automakers.
That's fair.
We've got a Ranger Raptor here. Congratulations, Andre. You got a 10-speed automatic.
4 points.
And next is the Jeep with the 8-speed automatic.
Yep.
So by the way, so Ram 1500 may use the same combination. So and Ram announced the 8-speed.
All right.
Okay.
So we're gonna go with 8 speeds.
All right. So and now we got a problem, boys.
Okay. So here I've thought about this.
We have a 6-speed and a 6-speed in the Tacoma and the Colorado.
think-
Yeah, but the Tacoma's is better.
And
So I
what is
think-
your argument?
And yours is either a manual 6-speed or an automatic.
That was
6-speed.
my argument.
So you think a manual beats potential 8-speed?
Yes.
I think you're
In
right.
every
no, I think
way-
he's right. I think he's right on the manual.
By the way, we don't have reliability on this scale.
Yeah,
we don't.
Right? And why is that?
Because we don't do reliability testing.
So you don't get the vehicle.
So we don't want to like just.
So we cannot say which transmission is more reliable. We don't have enough data.
Right, and we don't
Right.
want to do hearsay. This is all about numbers. boys.
Yeah, yeah.
We're
This
all
is
about numbers. All
black
right.
and white or.
Well,
or
all right, so-
by virtue of the options of having a manual, I think we can give the TR.
Would you agree?
Sure. Yeah.
Of course I
Okay,
agree.
we
All
don't
right,
agree.
all right. So we're going to give Nathan 2 points.
Yeah.
And Mike, you get 1 point.
That's great.
All right, payload.
Payload.
Now this is where it gets a little interesting.
A lot interesting.
Because the payload for the Ranger Raptor has yet to be announced. So
Yeah.
if you see TBA here, that means to be announced. So we're guessing at 1,000 pounds. And why are we guessing at 1,000 pounds?
Well, I made that call.
Okay.
And I made that call because looking at the towing capacity, it has not the lowest, but just over 5,000 pounds. And considering what the F-150 Raptor is,
Yes.
which also has about 1,000 pounds of payload,
Yeah.
I made the call that it will be similar.
Let's go with it. So the winner for the payload is right here.
Tacoma.
Tacoma. That's
Nathan wins?
Nathan
Nathan
wins.
wins.
All right, so you get 4 points.
I made it more convincing because I was arguing against you.
All right, now why don't we pick 1150 for the Jeep?
That's a
We
good
don't know.
question.
That's a good question
That's a good
too.
question.
Why did you pick that, Andre? You're our ref.
I think I wanted to go. So Jeep has traditionally been poor on payload. It's because they want to make their suspension softer
Right.
for more off-road capability. So if you make suspension softer, you lose payload, generally speaking. So I didn't want to call it too high on this.
All right, so Jeep goes. Are you good with that, boys?
Yeah.
Jeep goes
Yeah.
number 2.
Sure.
Actually, yeah, number 2, right? Number 2. That leaves Mike with the 1,100-pound
I'll take my 2
payload
points.
with 2 points,
Yeah.
and Andre, that means you get the least amount of
Okay.
points. Because you're at 1,000.
I made the call.
You
I made the call.
You just
Made the
called
call.
yourself down into the lowest points. All right,
It
okay.
happens.
Towing capacity. We
It's more clear.
Yeah, we all know those
More
numbers.
clear.
Yeah.
So this number is, once again, thanks to Jeep Scrambler forums.
Yep.
Right.
They found some documents that said this number.
All right, so Jeep gets number 1, at 6,500. Next is the Taco,
TRD.
yep, with 6,400. Congratulations, Nathan.
Yeah.
And then we go down to the Ranger Raptor, Andre, that's you,
Oh, yeah.
with 5510 for some
How did we
reason.
come up with that?
It's a conversion.
It's a conversion from kilograms.
Right.
You know those Newton meters?
Yeah.
Kilograms.
And why is it so low? Why is it only 5,000 pounds? I think it's because of
Diesel
its-
engine.
Maybe it has something to do with this.
My
yeah.
sweet shocks.
The suspension.
Yeah.
All right, this is where the Colorado is going to pull ahead in this.
So
area.
suspension is next.
All right, suspension.
Yeah.
Now, this is going to be interesting because let me go over what we know about the suspension, what we don't know. So, the Ranger Raptor is getting Fox shocks, 1.8-inch diameter.
Yeah.
Yep, new. Tacoma got fatter shocks,
Yes.
2.5-inch diameter.
Yeah.
This has something completely different. The DSSV, which stands for
Well, it's spool valve technology, which is completely different technology for shocks,
Yep.
for valving.
And for the JT, we're going with the Rubicons, just because
Rubicon
we're guessing it
suspension.
then, but
Yes.
solid axle. So how do we determine which of these is best?
We have to argue
Mine
a lot.
has the most letters in its acronym, so
Yeah,
I
but-
think I should win that,
So,
on that basis.
so maybe a more better argument you can make is that spool valve technology comes out of Formula One
Formula One, yeah,
racing,
it's the most high-tech.
which allows the shock to be more.
I do have an objective basis for this argument. So we've had these two vehicles, and we've had a lot of Jeeps.
We've
around.
driven them.
And in our experience, I think the Colorado offers the best combination of ride and off-road
It
capability.
sucks to be young because you're so uninformed.
Oh,
Here's the problem.
What's the problem?
What happens at the rear axle when you're going over a rocks with that expensive multimatic blah, 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 suspension? What hangs down?
Little shock mounts.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
And what happened the past 2 times we've gone up Cliffhanger 2.0 using that vehicle with those shocks?
Oh, they just brushed a little bit.
A little bit.
It's
Yeah.
a little brushing.
They hang down and they cause that. I mean, you lose.
Yes, the mounting of these shocks is interesting.
It's questionable.
I would agree with Mike on the ride quality.
Ride quality
That is
is
pretty good.
GSSV, on-road or off-road.
both. It's excellent.
All right, I'll give it my argument, but I still have a point.
Yeah, you do have a very solid point on that, so maybe that's...
Your point will be made around this area.
The Tacoma, we know what those shocks, how they perform.
Well, look here, it's easy. So these are bigger than these. So these have to score higher, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Because bigger is in this case, I think, better.
Well, short and fat is where it's at.
Yeah, and then how about the Rubicon? We're guessing at
Oh,
the,
come on, solid axles. That's
that's
great.
That's the
for this.
articulation. out
Articulation,
there.
that's the best. For
I'm just gonna say straight out that this will have the best suspension
All
in
right, so
terms of
Jeep wins.
off-roading.
So
I'm not
Jeep
arguing-
wins.
I'm not arguing to that. Jeep wins.
I think
But the
Chevy
Raptor,
second.
guys, the Raptor has Watts linkage in the back.
Okay.
Watts, very good. It's off-road tested.
What are you
Uh,
talking about?
It's a
Watts
linkage.
suspension.
You're funny. He's made
It
fun.
actually it locates the axle so it doesn't move side to side very much,
Okay.
but it gives it a little bit more
You had a
travel.
little graphic on your thing, and it was doing all this.
Yeah, lots of articulation.
Yeah.
So
I'm not going to show you the graphic right
So
now.
who's next? What truck is next?
Do I take second place?
I think second goes to the Colorado.
All right, I'm good
Well,
with
we've
that.
never driven the Raptor yet,
We haven't driven the
I'm
Raptor.
doing the Raptor.
so I would call ZR2 second.
All right, I'm gonna call ZR2 seconds.
On the board.
Okay, and then I'm gonna go here third because we know what that does, and
Yeah.
since we haven't driven that, I know it's an awful way of doing it, but I think that's as good as we're gonna get.
Some
for it.
skinny little shocks right there.
Yeah, 1.8,
little
yeah.
skinny shocks.
All right,
Okay.
this one's a little bit easier. This is the 4x4 Powertrain drive system. So how good will it be off-road?
Yeah.
And I think
This one's
actually
easy.
this is relatively straightforward. So
Yeah.
Ford has a locking rear diff, is that right?
Yeah.
Yes, and also 4-low. So all of these trucks have low range.
Yeah, they all have
Okay.
4-low.
So
So one locker here,
One
yes,
locker.
right locker. This one,
two lockers.
two lockers,
and
two
rear.
lockers, two lockers here probably.
Disconnecting sway bar.
Yeah, disconnecting sway bar, one locker.
Yes.
Well, sway bar should really be with
So,
suspension.
so this would be number one. I think.
Yeah, I think the Jeep with the
Jeep
disconnecting.
wins.
Yeah.
Jeep wins.
The Colorado's
The second.
number two.
Yeah, because here, so we have front and rear locker plus this disconnecting sway bar. Here we have a front and rear locker.
Yeah.
I actually disagree with you guys, but I'm outvoted.
What is your call?
I think that the Colorado has the best four-wheel drive system between the two because this system works great on the road as well. Drivability of this vehicle is better than this vehicle on the road. I can guarantee it.
It's a good point, but we're kind of doing off-road cred here.
I know, but
It's a good point. But
okay. I mean,
From a pure off-roading perspective, I think the Jeep is better.
all right,
pure off-roading,
so then we got which is better? Is the Taco better than the Raptor or Ranger Raptor?
if the Ranger Raptor has the same system that's basically on the current Raptor,
Yeah,
F-150.
And it
it's
does.
an extraordinary system.
Toyota has gone around the world with their four-wheel drive.
Yeah, but this
proven.
quad control thing is new.
Yeah.
And it's been a little wonky to use.
And
had
terrain
issues.
management system in the F-150 Raptor is there.
Yeah.
And that Ranger Raptor is using basically the same configurations.
Yeah, if the Ranger Raptor is using the same thing as the current Raptor, that thing is just a kick-ass
I
system.
don't know, man. I remember watching a video where this thing like pulled itself out of some deep sand.
Yeah, we were
using
there.
I know, Andre was there.
Yeah.
Yes, we
so
were there.
So what do you guys think? Which one goes next?
I vote for the Raptor.
Me too.
Okay.
I'm
All
voting
right,
Raptor
done.
also, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, so
Raptor.
then that gets 2 points, and the taco gets 1.
Okay.
Okay, all right, good. We're making
We're
progress.
getting easier. It's getting easier, guys.
Getting easier.
Tires.
All right,
But
tires.
tires,
All right, the
yeah.
Ranger Raptor has 33 BFGs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's number one. That's first place.
Taco has 30-inch.
Last!
Yeah, those tires have proven.
We've
No
taken
good.
so many of them out front,
Yeah.
it's just not the tire for that truck.
31-inch Goodyear Dura
Decent tire, good.
They're better.
and
yeah.
32-inch BFGs.
So,
So I'm
So
gonna go
one,
Ranger.
two,
second,
three,
Yeah,
four.
yeah. So
Yeah.
bigger. Yeah.
Yeah.
2,
2, 3.
3. There you go. All right,
Yeah.
that was pretty easy.
Okay.
All right,
Ground clearance.
Ground clearance is easy as well.
Yep.
The Ranger Raptor has 11.15 inches.
Wins.
Taco has 9.4.
Okay.
Colorado has 8.9, 10.8. So it's pretty straightforward. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
We're assuming this based on the JLU.
And we're
Right.
assuming a lot.
Right.
All right.
Yeah.
Many assumptions.
But it's number 2 in this
Yeah,
case.
number 2.
Now we've got breakover approach and departure angles. Once again, we're making some assumptions here. Because
Well, we're assuming the Jeep.
all right, so we've got 32 approach, 35 approach, 30 approach, 43 approach. So the Jeep would win on the approach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about the departure? 24, 26, 23, and 22. It would lose.
Remember, this is an SUV.
Right.
This is a Wrangler.
So it would
So-
lose on the departure. So win on the approach.
But the truck will have a longer wheelbase. Right?
Yes.
So it'll theoretically be worse on breakover angle.
Breakover would be worse, and maybe departure would be. This. I think this is
depends on the
reversed
overhang, I
actually.
guess.
I think it's
Yeah,
22.
this doesn't make any
Yeah,
sense.
that's
Yeah,
right.
it's 37. It's reversed.
Yeah,
So.
let's a little bit of technical.
That's Zach's fault. Damn you, Zach.
All right, so which one wins?
Well,
Which one has the worst? Let's start with that.
I think the Colorado's the worst.
Yeah, I
It's
think-
the worst
I think
approach,
worst departure,
worst breakover, worst departure.
yeah, so that-
well, second
so-
worst. But
So put that at
One-
Okay,
one
so
point for the
Colorado.
one.
1. Sorry, Mike. All right, how about next worst?
probably the Raptor.
You know,
or the Taco.
maybe even the Raptor.
I think
Yeah,
it's the
Raptor. Yeah, Raptor's
Yeah.
next worst. And
Taco.
then Taco, and then Jeep.
Even though we don't know it,
Yeah.
we know it's gonna kill on the approach.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
gonna kill it.
Okay,
All
now
right.
we're getting down. Now,
Now,
here,
price.
here we're completely guessing, boys.
Yeah.
on some of
Well,
these.
well, only on two of them.
On the Ranger Raptor, we're going 48K. Why is that, Andre? Why did you pick 48?
Well, I went 48 because Ford technology, they're using a lot of technology, right?
Yeah.
Fox shocks,
Yep.
bi-turbo engine, which is diesel. They're using a lot of technology, and that costs money. And we've seen recent Fords cost a lot of money.
Yep.
So I think 48 is a fair number.
Okay, so 43 on the TRD Pro, we know that number.
Yeah, we
That's
know
a
that
deal
for sure.
comparatively.
46 on the ZR2, 3,000 more.
That's with the diesel.
That's with a diesel.
Yes.
And you're going 49, the most expensive. on
And
the
why
Jeep.
did we choose this number?
Because Jeeps are freaking expensive.
Yeah, those
that's true.
Wranglers are
Really
really good.
pricey.
And
That
if
might-
you think about diesel engine,
Yeah, that's going to be an upcharge.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking that might even be low.
That might be
Yeah,
low.
might be low.
All right, so the winner here is
Taco.
Taco.
So that
Taco.
Taco's the lowest
Woohoo!
value, so that gets 4 points. Followed by the ZR2, congratulations, Mike. Followed by the Raptor Ranger.
Right for second.
Followed by the Jeep. All right, now fuel economy. Once again, we're assuming. So
half of it.
we're assuming half. We're assuming on the Ranger Raptor 18, City 21. Any reason for why is this an educated guess or do you just throwing up numbers?
We're educated because we looked at the ZR2 diesel.
Yeah.
These are the EPA numbers for the diesel. And remember, the Raptor Ranger has bigger tires,
Yep.
more drag on the tire,
Yeah.
More lift.
more lift. So we're calling
Slightly
it a little bit
less
slightly
than
less.
the
Yeah.
ZR2. That makes sense.
All right, and over here we're really assuming 17.
We went
20.
even lower.
We went even. Why is that? Most torque?
Well, most torque and a lot more power. Look at this. And
Yeah.
it's a V6.
V6.
So-
Also heavy, probably the heaviest car.
Probably one of the heaviest ones
Yeah.
here.
So the winner once again is Mike with the ZR2, right?
Holy moly.
Yeah. Followed by
Tacoma.
Tacoma. Congratulations, Nathan.
Uh-huh.
Followed by Andre. with
I'm
your
a
Ranger Raptor.
Raptor.
Yep.
Okay, followed by all right. There we go.
Okay.
All right. Well,
Where's
let's,
the calculator?
let's add them up, boys. Let's start with the Ranger Raptor. Give me the score. Let's start with your truck.
Well, I came up with 28.
All right, the Ranger Raptor,
28 points.
28 points. I put a little scoreboard over there.
Nathan, you're like a computer.
That's
yeah.
what I am, yeah.
30 for the TRD.
Oh, 30, Nathan. By the way, what are we playing for?
Winner picks the place.
Place.
Chop house.
The
Okay,
loser
the
has
loser has to pay.
Yes.
Okay,
so-
I'm good already.
So we're paying for.
Roman, have I
lunch.
talked to you about a raise recently?
Actually, you have, Mike.
Oh, good. Okay, I did do that. 25.
25.
25.
Ouch, that hurts.
25. That's not great. And then the probably winner here,
JT.
37.
Dang.
Whoa.
Wowzers.
Whoa. So wait.
Big day.
I won with the truck. I didn't even get the pick.
You did do that.
You want to do the honors with your red marker there?
Yeah,
and put
put us in our place.
put us in our official
Our-
Olympic gold.
Our crappy little.
Do I do Roman or Jeep?
I would do Jeep. Okay,
Jeep.
truck.
Jeep. Yeah.
JT.
So here's what I say we do, boys.
Yeah.
If you guys like this, if you've enjoyed this kind of TFL Fantasy Truck League mid-size edition, why don't we do the half tons next?
That's a damn good idea.
Yeah, let us know in the comments
For
below.
2019.
For 2019,
Yeah.
We'll do the half tons next if you like this. And remember, subscribe for new videos on truck 3 times a week, Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday.
Yep.
And come back to TFL Now on Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays at 10 a.m. Mountain Standard Time for our new live show, TFL Live. Weekly. Thanks.
Rock and roll.
Bye.
Block camera. Nice one.
So I won and yet I'm paying. How did that happen?
I don't know, but you're very gracious. Thank you.
Devil. That was Mickey C. Talking heads that are floating.
Fried food.
Fried onion.
Fried onion. It's the Indian version of an onion ring. And it's delicious. Did you get the hot version?
I always get the hot version.
Nice. So we're gonna do the half-ton edition.
2019, we have to.
Yeah. So we gotta do Ram versus new Silverado versus maybe new Ford versus Nissan versus Tundra. Yeah. All right,
You know what
boys.
that means?
What does that mean?
We need Mr. Truck.
Yeah, we need 5 of us.
But we need to learn more first.
Oh, yeah, we gotta do some research.
No, I mean, they have to announce more first.
Oh, well, that too.
We can't go on nothing, right?
We got some stuff.
You know about the new Tundra?
Well, this is the fantasy.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is why it's fantasy. It's
why it's
fantasy and not reality.
Yeah.